We should be watching the Olympics right now. July 24th was meant to mark the start of the 2020 Tokyo Games, but the advent of the coronavirus pandemic has derailed even the biggest of plans, including this year's Summer Olympics. Back in March, the International Olympic Committee announced its decision to postpone the world's biggest sporting event by a full calendar year. Tobin Heath and Kelley O'Hara celebrate a USWNT goal during the 2019 World Cup. Michael Chow-USA TODAY SportsThe lives of world-class athletes are typically characterized by structure and routine, but COVID-19 and the ensuing delay of the Olympics forced hopefuls and superstars to improvise in unprecedented ways. From finding creative ways to train and pass the time to coping with uncertainty and evolving circumstances, Olympians are facing some of the toughest tests of their careers. Insiders spoke with 7 prominent members of Team USA, USWNT stars Tobin Heath, Christen Press, and Kelley O'Hara, swimmers Ledecky and Ryan Murphy, track and field standout Colleen Quigley, and women's basketball icon Sue Bird, about their reactions to the Olympics delay and what they've been up to since. Here's what they had to say. Sue Bird, USA Women's Basketball, for me, because I was in Seattle when COVID started to hit. It was like end of February when the talk of it started, and sadly that care center in Kirkland that got hit the hardest, so it actually gave me this perspective early on of like, whoa, life's gonna be different. I had even thought about the Olympics in a conversation with my father. He was like, hey, they might not have the Olympics, and I was like, what, really? Longtime Team USA point guard Sue Bird. Jamie Rhodes-USA TODAY SportsSo the seed had already been planted, and I would say when the Olympics got delayed versus being cancelled, I was kind of relieved. Now, as a 39-year-old, that relief could go away in a second because so much can happen in a year physically. Not even for myself, but I think for every athlete in every sport to have it delayed versus having it cancelled is a good thing, and we'll just see what happens come 2021 now. Hopefully, we're able to pull it off, but again there's no playbook for this. We're in unprecedented times with this pandemic. We'll just have to play it by ear. Colleen Quigley, USA Track and Field, it's been a few months now, and it feels like this is just our life now. In January, when we were doing indoor track, and we were like, it's an Olympic year. And I actually had a really good indoor season. I ran a couple 1500s, a couple 3000s, and 2 of my teammates and I all ran under the previous American record in indoor 3000 and was feeling really good about my momentum going into an Olympic year.